Today, I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what I believe to be the 5 best sports card investments right now that are under $10. Now, before we get into that, I did want to say a little bit about our membership program because we've had some incredible picks that have done very well, and overall, our members have been growing their portfolios at a very fast pace. One example is going to be on September 5th when we recommended all of our members to buy up Lauri Markkanen's Prism rookie cards. Of course, he got traded to the Jazz, and we mentioned because he's on the Jazz and now going to be a number 2 option, his prices are going to rise. And sure enough, a lot of our members bought some higher end Lauri Markkanen cards. Even those that bought his Prism Silver at around $50, it's currently up to $135, so a 170% increase. Another key example is Anfernee Simons. He's having a very big year this year, and we were recommending our members to buy up his cards as early as January. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made in the market, and our members have been staying on top of that and making a lot of money. So we are opening up our monthly membership to 25 new members this week. So if you would like to join in, now would be the time because these spots will likely fill up very fast. So the link is down below to sportscardsinvest.com. But without further ado, we are going to hop right into this video. So the first card that I believe is going to be a very good investment that is under $10 is going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and his Optic rookie card. Of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been putting up near MVP level numbers, so far this season. And I truly believe his cards are going to start to become a staple in the sports card hobby, as we see with Trae Young, Ja Morant, Zion, Luka, of course. I believe he's going to become one of those stars where just a lot of money starts to come into their market. And we still haven't seen that happen for Shai's market. It has been an overall steady market. In fact, it's gone down a lot over the last year and a half, 2 years. But I truly believe that Shai's market's going to become a much more established market over the next few months, probably throughout this season. I think there's going to be a lot of investments that come towards Shai's cards. So if you look right here, there's a lot of, Optic and Donruss rookie cards that you can find, even graded, that are going to be under $10. So I think, we're not going to see them this affordable down the line. I don't think you'll be able to get an Optic Shai Gilgeous-Alexander PSA 9 for as low as $6. We've been recommending Shai to our members for the last month or so, and I think his market's already starting to really pick up over the last week, but I think it's got a long way to go, and there's still, I still feel he's very undervalued, but as you can see right here, in the matter of a day, an Optic PSA 9 goes from $6 to $16 is the next day's sale. So people are really starting to catch on, and I think, that's going to be a trend throughout the next month and a half or two, is that Shai's market's going to really start to pick back up. So I believe he's a good buy right now. Next up, we do have Anfernee Simons. I know his market's already gone up a decent bit as well, but I believe that his market's still also got a long way to go. So if you look at some Anfernee Simons cards, I don't believe you'll be able to find some of these cards for under $10 for much longer. A few examples is going to be, of course, his Optic Shocks, which for a lot of other young stars of his caliber are sitting for a lot more than that. Even a Mojo Optic that you can get for $20, I believe is going to do very well. And there's a lot of very short printed rookie cards of his that you can still find for very reasonable prices. A Purple Holo Prism right over here is going to be a quite short printed card that you can get for sub $10. So I believe a lot of these investments are going to continue to do well, and depending on Damian Lillard's future, I think Anfernee Simons could be pretty much one of the faces of the Blazers down the line, which I believe is going to do really well for his card market. He's putting up the numbers. He's got the game. I think it's just a matter of opportunity, and, the Blazers taking that next step, and I think his cards can really start to take off. So I still really like the cards you're able to purchase of his that are under $10. So that's where I see a lot of the upside. Now, without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, and that is going to be Lonzo Ball. I know this is likely going to surprise a lot of you guys because, Lonzo is in his, fifth, sixth year by now, and I think there's a lot of kind of negativity around his card market at the moment, and that is simply because he hasn't played as much as people would have liked to in his young career. But if you guys saw the Bulls last season when Lonzo and Caruso were leading the defense, they were a very great team. They looked as if they were going to win the East at some point. They got that number 1 seed in the East, and I think when Lonzo Ball comes back later this season, we're going to see a lot of attention around his sports cards, because I believe the Bulls are going to become another great team in the East when Lonzo's back with Caruso. So I truly believe now is definitely a good time to get into Lonzo's card market. There are so many cards of his that you can currently get for under $10. You can even get a Prism, BGS 9.5 for around that price right now. Optic Hollows. There's a bunch of different cards that sometimes do end under $10, as you can see right here. So I truly believe, it's a good buying opportunity for Lonzo Ball's market. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, and that is going to be Brandon Ingram. So, of course, his rookie year is going to be first-year Optic, which makes it a lot more scarce than iconic as Optic continues to grow. But I truly believe Brandon Ingram is set for a very big season and a very big few seasons in front of him. Zion Williamson's bringing a lot of attention to the Pelicans. And I truly believe that when Ingram, and Zion continue to play together, Ingram's going to get a lot of that attention as well, because he's a scoring machine and he can pretty much put up as much, a bunch of numbers, which people really love in this hobby. And if the Pelicans, of course, last year almost surprised the Suns and took them down. So I think with the healthy Zion, they could have some great aspirations, during these playoffs and in general, some good aspirations. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, and that is going to be Moses Moody. Moses Moody, of course, is a young player on the Golden State Warriors, and I truly believe he is developing a lot faster than both Wiseman and Kuminga. And if you look at their markets, they've really taken off because of the hype around Golden State right now. They've got pretty much the most national TV games out there. And Moses Moody is one of their key young stars who's getting a lot more playing time in recent weeks, and that is solely because Kuminga and Wiseman aren't quite there with their development, their defense, and I think Moses Moody plays a lot more of a mature role, and is going to get a lot more playing time for the Warriors this season. I know it's a little bit of a speculative bet, but given how good the Warriors have been in the past at developing young talent and bringing the best out of them, especially because Steph and Clay, can draw double teams, and they've got to defenses have to be focused on Steph and Clay and Jordan Poole. So I think that leaves a lot of opportunity for guys like Moses Moody to come in there and have some big games, as we've already seen him have. So I know his numbers are not quite there yet, but I think his playing time is going to really ramp up, and I think he could have some real breakout games. So I just really love where his current prices are. There's a lot of great cards of his that you can get for literally a few bucks. And even numbered cards of his that you can get for very good prices. So I truly believe Moses Moody is going to be a little bit more of a speculative bet, but I believe it's a good investment right now, given the risk is a little bit low considering how low his prices are, but I think the upside is very high with the Warrior system and how they're able to develop young talent. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, if you would like to join in on the program, the link is down below to sportscardsinvest.com. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.